Now on episode 18 for the series on digital painting and Photoshop for howtodigitalpaint.com. It's Cam again. Another free video for your enjoyment. This video we're just looking at custom brush creation, specifically making brushes that are good for environments. These, I wouldn't say to really follow these exactly, but just giving some examples of creating some brushes quite quickly, and then making these into a brush set that you can use in your speed painting. So you can see here just painting in a tree from the trunk to the branches branching out. I did look at some photo reference to get an idea of how it really is. Just using a hard round brush and with some diameter jitter on pen pressure to get some variation in the line weight, then playing around with the brush presets so you can experiment, and that's really the idea, experimenting and finding what works. Here's more of a rock brush. A lot of these brushes just, I guess, come up with them as you're trying to find problems to solve. You might find yourself painting rocks all the time or trees all the time, and obviously trees and their shape and things are going to vary with the different environments that you're painting, because there's different types of trees grow at different types of altitudes and climates and stuff. So if you're painting rainforests, you're going to be painting more kind of ferns and things, so make some fern custom brushes. If you're painting tropical, you're going to be painting a lot of palm trees and things like that. So just come up with the different brushes for the different problems you're trying to solve and the types of environments. So really the purpose of this video is just showing some examples, and it's the idea. Here's the generic dude with a walking stick or spear. So also you're gonna come up with different brush sets for different genres as well. If you're painting a lot of sci-fi, you're gonna have more kind of techie brushes. You're gonna have, lights and things, a lot of railings and pipes, and kind of thinking about kind of Blade Runner scene. This example is just a example of making a ground texture, so I'm just using the lasso tool, making some random kind of jagged shapes, and then using free transform to flatten it down so that it's in perspective somewhat. So that's one good way of creating a ground texture, is to actually paint it flat and then using the distort tools to flatten it down so that it's got somewhat of a ground going. So here's a quick example of just putting the brushes into application. Really I'm making this video just to show you really how easy it is. Not that the examples that I'm painting are amazing, but I guess it might spark some interest to you guys to make some of your own brush sets like this to really speed up the production process. This one, just painting more of a branch rather than the tree, and you can actually use such a brush to then make more custom brushes. So you can see I'm tweaking the settings, trying to get what I want, then actually erasing parts out, painting back in, and trying to make this into a brush. So you can really make a combination, even thinking about you make a custom brush that's maybe just the branches, another custom brush that's the leaves, a custom brush that has a bit of texture for painting a trunk or something. So using a combination, and then using them in combination to create even more brushes. And it's heaps of fun experimenting with the whole process. And even when you paint in brushes, you can then use things like lock transparency or select pixels and paint back into it to get more variation in there. Here's probably a better example of using the custom brushes as opposed to the last example. Very simple idea, but ends up looking okay. You're creating just kind of a hazy cloud brush. So as you go along, just think of different things you want to paint and see if you can solve the problem with a custom brush, and really just have fun with it. So thanks for watching, hope you learned something.